Hello and welcome to the Sun Pond Arfanage and home for wayward meowthers. Today I'm just going to go through every litter and every individual that we have here and give a little bit of an update. Several of the cats and kittens came from one home. I believe the final count was 29 taken from this residence. And one of those was Meadow. Meadow actually gave birth to her kittens in the hallway of the home. And you can see here that Tansy, as well as her siblings, have eyes that are infected, and they're just small and a little rough looking. Here is Cosmos. You can see his eyes are very infected here. And this can be seen sometimes with very inexperienced moms, and we think that Meadow is very young, maybe 6 to 9 months old. This is Lupin, and as I mentioned in the last video, Meadow was not doing a real nice job of taking care of her kittens, and although she was nursing them, she was not nurturing them. And so I decided to take her kittens and try them with another mother. I needed to have a mother whose litter was not already too big, and one that I could work with to help socialize the kittens. And that's where Mrs. Norris came in. Mrs. Norris took these little kittens on like a trooper and immediately started cleaning them up and nursing them. She does not play favorites. She does not isolate anybody. She just takes care of her 4 kittens and now Meadow's 3. Meadow's kittens are actually a day older than Mrs. Norris's kittens, but as you can see here, the black kitten is her kitten Pigwidgeon, and next to her trying to get in there to nurse, that is Lupin, and Lupin is much smaller. They actually weigh about half the size of Mrs. Norris's kittens. You can see here that after only 1 week, they are doing so much better, look filled out, and are definitely loved. Domino continues to make strides, and actually yesterday, for the first time, came over and sniffed my hand. Larkspur's owner passed away and was being abused by a family member, and so we were able to take her, and she had her, and give her a safe place to have her 7 beautiful kittens. Mama is extremely protective, but I am managing to pull a few kittens at a time away to play outside and get some socialization and some love from me and some interaction with the other cats. You can see here that Uncle Archie is trying very hard to play with sweet Telluride.
How are you? Huh? Can you put your sister up there with you? Yeah. Hi. Good girl. Good girl.
Mama and her kittens are named after mountain towns in Colorado, my home state. This is Estes with the black dot, Telluride, and Granby. We'll meet the other 4 later. Janice came to me on May 23rd with her 5 kittens, which she had in a landscaping shop. She looks sweet, however, she has another side to her. She and her kittens are named after rock and roll legends. We have Janice the mother, Rate, Alanis, Ozzy, Axel, and Lita. They are absolutely gorgeous kittens, but this is another mother that does not want me to see much of her babies, so this is going to be a challenge. We are guessing these kittens are about 4 weeks old, which makes them the same age as most of the kittens here. And they are just starting to do things like using the litter box and starting to eat some solid food. This is Ozzy here, and this is Rate, named after Bonnie Rate. You can see that Rate is actually missing part of her limb on her left front leg. She actually has the pads of her foot, but the bones in her foot never developed. These beautiful kittens are a mixture of Zena's kittens and Tomahawk's kittens. The black kittens are Zena's, and the 2 white kittens are Tomahawk's. Zena gave birth to her 3 kittens on a patio chair when it was very cold outside, but fortunately we were able to catch both kittens and Mama. Tomahawk was trapped by a good Samaritan and gave birth to her kittens in the trap. Unfortunately, Tomahawk turned on her kittens and needed to be separated from them. This is Blackhawk and Mohawk. And Zena's kittens are Solon, Hercules, and Eve. The 5 kittens get along very well, and Zena is a perfect mother to all of them. Here they get out and play in the playpen while Mom gets a little break from mothering. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. How are you, Black Hawk? Now we move into the guest room where we have all of the rest of the cats and kittens that came from one home. We have Naomi and her kitten, Winona. Winona had the swimmer syndrome, but is actually all better. And when we took Winona to be altered, we found out she's actually a boy. So her name is now Win. And this is Meadow, who had the 3 kittens but decided not to be a good mommy, only because she's a very young cat. But here you can see we have gotten a couple of Etta's kittens out to play, and she wants to mother them and clean them up, and actually even tried to nurse them a little. No. I believe that Etta, too, is a very young mother, and she had 7 kittens, which was really difficult for her, and she had some time adjusting, but she is doing really well now. Here we have the jazz legends: Miles, Ray, Billy, Cole, BB, Satchmo, and Dizzy. Next, we have beautiful Zara, who gave birth in the garage to 3 gorgeous babies. Here we have Cheetah and Circe and Clea. Mom is very shy, but the kittens are very social. This is the first day that they got to get out and explore a little bit, and Peanut and Win showed them the ropes. Be nice, Peanut. Hey. No, no, no. Stink pot. Did you just get accosted? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Peanut. Oh. Yeah. Are you selfish? Hmm? This was a big day for Peanut, as he found his forever home. Go live your best life, little boy. And then, of course, we still have beautiful Andy, Magpie, and Mystique. Dixie is doing really well in her new home, loving her family and her new brother. Tater and Hash Brown, who is now named Cooper, are doing really well and loving life together. Thank you for joining me for a soft pause. And thank you to those who have helped with funds and donations of kitten and cat food so that I can help those in need. If you would like to help, please see the links below for either PayPal or my Amazon wish list. Thanks again.